The White House announced that Second Lady Usha Vance will travel to Greenland with her son and a U.S. delegation from March 27 to March 29. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and Energy Secretary Wright will visit a U.S. military base on the island. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen said on March 23 that the visit of the U.S. delegation cannot be considered unrelated to the statements that President Donald Trump has made. In January, Trump appeared to be serious about his desire to own the autonomous Danish territory of Greenland, although the leaders of Denmark and Greenland have both said the island is not for sale. Real estate developer David Barker, a former economist at the New York Federal Reserve, estimates the value of Greenland at $12.5 billion to $77 billion. Amid Trump's annexation invitation, Greenlanders went to the polls on March 11 to elect a new parliament that will shape the island's future. About 90% of Greenland's population is Inuit, and many voters feel they are treated like second-class citizens by Denmark. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is dangling an olive branch to lure the island into the U.S. Let's assume that in a few years, Greenland agrees to annex to the U.S. with special agreements. Canada could find itself surrounded on all four sides. This is a future that Canadian leaders do not want at all. On March 23, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney announced the dissolution of Parliament and held early elections, saying he needed strong support to deal with the threat from the U.S. The election is scheduled for April 28. According to Carney, Canada is facing a serious crisis stemming from unreasonable trade policies and threats related to sovereignty from U.S. President Donald Trump. If Greenland really becomes part of the U.S., Canada could be completely isolated and may have to compromise with the U.S. on some important issues. Meanwhile, European support and assistance for Canada will become increasingly blurred.